Last time on Out Chasing Stars, we completed our first passage in the Indian Ocean, sailing from Phuket over to Trincomalee in Sri Lanka. Starry Horizons got way more time with sails up than we anticipated, so much so that we actually had to heave to overnight, outside the harbor since you're only allowed to enter during the day. Once we were all cleared in, we were excited to start exploring a new country.
We are in Trinco. It's early morning. We were up before sunrise and we are getting ready to go off on an adventure for 10 days. We're going to check out the Cultural Triangle of Sri Lanka. Then we're going to ride some trains and drink some tea and then have a safari, and we are very excited.
Cruising as we normally do isn't really allowed within Sri Lanka. Most cruisers pick a port and use it as a base to explore inland. Together with our friends from sailing vessel Slow Flight, we had organized a van and a driver to take us around Sri Lanka's Cultural Triangle. We are beginning our adventures here in the car. We have got Kimi and Trevor back with us as well. And we've got a fun little game we're playing this morning. What's the name of the place we're going? Anyone be able to pronounce it?
Anuradhapura.
That's one effort.
Anuradhapura?
Onomatopoeia.
I'm thinking that was probably not it. Let's see. We've got our driver up here. Hey Raj, can you help out? What's the name of the place we're going today?
What's the name of the place we're going to?
Anuradhapura.
Anuradhapura.
Yes.
Anuradhapura. Okay.
I sound the most correct, I think.
So yeah, that's it.
Anuradhapura.
Make your votes. Make your votes. Put it in the comments.
Anuradhapura is one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities in the world and was the ancient capital of Sri Lanka. We figured that made it the perfect place for our first destination. But we did have a few fashion issues to sort out first.
Too small for me because I've got it, almost too big for me because I've got it like all the way. So then are you ready?
No. What are you doing?
Just do it.
I have difficulty with my hat.
Almost.
Your ears are going to come off.
But now it's all nice and snug and it feels perfect.
There's the behind the scenes of what it takes, huh?
Yeah. Hey, gotta look this good, you know. We are properly attired.
Yeah, we had to change. You were not allowed to wear yoga pants. No shoulders.
No tights. So we have pants on, shoulders covered. We lent my sarong to Kimi. Trevor's wearing a sarong. David changed pants. Very productive time.
No hats.
No hats. We had to take our shoes off. And now we're entering the place.
Our first stop for the day was the Jaya Shri Mata Bodhi, which is one of the most sacred sites in Sri Lanka for Buddhists. Though, for a little while, we had a hard time figuring out why. Can you try to summarize for me what we've learned about this place?
Yes, so it is very not touristy. Like, most of the people here are worshippers and we are the interlopers. And there's no signs in English. But the groundskeeper, one of the groundskeepers told us that this is a temple for the tree that is built. The temple is built around the tree, and the tree is 2,325 years old. And Buddha sat and meditated under this tree. So Kimi was given a gift of a stack of leaves from the Buddha tree, and people take those leaves home and they worship the leaf as a part of the tree and a part of Buddha.
That's really cool.
It is really cool.
Turns out there was a little something lost in translation, as the tree here in Sri Lanka was actually grown from a branch of the Bodhi tree from India. It's said that the Bodhi tree is where Buddha attained enlightenment, and that's why this site was so sacred. We found it absolutely fascinating to be here and witness the culture and traditions of a religion we weren't very familiar with. Lots of people brought offerings to the temple, and we felt inspired to make one of our own.
I was admiring the flowers they have for sale for the offerings, and they have water lilies and plumeria and stuff like that. And these flowers are really unique. He said they're like the cobra on the inside.
Like the snake, huh?
Like the snake. And he gave them to us. He wouldn't take any money for them. One each.
Very nice.
So we're gonna make the offering here. This Buddha depiction has the sea and a ship in the background. So we figure it's fitting.
Hopefully now Buddha will bless our voyage too.
Yes.
There are quite a few historically significant sites around Anuradhapura, so we had to pick and choose which ones to visit. The Ruwan Welasaya Stupa was within walking distance and looked quite impressive, which helped make our choice easy. Once again, we found ourselves a bit confused by what we were seeing, but there was one definite memory that stuck with us. We are here at the second temple for the day. We're again not 100% sure what this is for. It is absolutely gorgeous, but the sun is bearing down hard, and in order to come to the temple you have to take your shoes off. It's very, very hot on the ground. We're not quite used to this. We're all doing a little bit of a hot step and a dance. Stupas are dome-shaped structures erected as Buddhist shrines, usually housing sacred relics. And although we weren't allowed to go inside, we did walk all the way around, stepping lightly the entire time. Well, that is our first Sri Lankan cultural experience done. 2 places. What'd you think?
It was good. Same thing as the first place. Like there was no plaques or anything in English and very few tourists, and that was nice. We really thought we were going to be swamped with tourists today.
Yeah, that's true. So it is kind of cool that it feels like it's a true, authentic experience, which is really nice. And I think now the time to go get some water, some lunch, and then the boat was ice cream. So yeah, I think that'll round off the afternoon pretty well. Water was definitely needed, and lunch was delicious, but the day was far from over. We continued on to our next stop, in search of some of Sri Lanka's most majestic creatures. What's going on now?
We are off on a mini safari.
Mini safari?
Yes, we've got a Jeep and we're going to one of the smaller parks in Sri Lanka, and we're going to go look for elephants.
Yeah, Kimi is really excited about those elephants.
Kimi's really excited because she didn't do the Phuket Elephant Sanctuary, so
we need to get her some good elephants.
We need to get her some elephants.
Now, I would like to just take a quick second and wander around to this here. So we look very closely, brighten that up. That says Jeep pretty clearly. Wander around to the front. That's Mitsubishi. I love it. Everybody ready to go safaring?
Safari! We've named our Jeep Frankie.
And why we name it Frankie?
Because David says he's like Frankenstein.
It's kind of a Franken Jeep. It's got a little bit of everything.
Raj asked us if we want to drive, and we had to ask where the gas pedal was.
Well, in my defense, it was hiding.
Yeah, it's an unusual car.
So yes, here's my view of, if we lighten this up, I see 2 pedals. There's the accelerator all the way down there. Very, very dark. So yeah, not the easiest to find.
So no, David's not allowed to drive, basically.
Yeah, all right. Probably better for us all anyways. All right, babe, now that we're bouncing around again, what was that we just saw?
We just saw a male peacock doing his little dance.
Yeah, those feathers were up.
Yeah,
He
that
was
was
all
pretty neat.
about it. Oh, now this is the good stuff. Okay, that wasn't practice, but that worked pretty well.
Okay.
Birds.
Birds. Birds.
What? No, I'm just kidding. Color bird, painted stork.
Painted stork.
Behind, lot of pelican.
I'm sure it's not
Kimi,
the only one.
Are you all happy now?
Yes. Mine. Elephant. Bird. Peacock.
And babe, that's a lot to live up to. What do you think of the elephants?
They're great. It's nice to see them out in the wild like this.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, next up on our safari adventure, some water buffalo out there. And it's kind of nice. Last time we saw these was in Komodo National Park. These aren't being chased by Komodo dragons, so that's kind of nice. Hey, babe.
Hey. We've got like 50 elephants here.
Yeah, this is a slightly bigger group, isn't it?
Yes, and they all are wild and they all look really healthy. Like there's none of the ragged ears or sun damage we saw at the Phuket Elephant Sanctuary. So that's a really good thing.
Nice to
Good
see.
job, Sri Lankan tourism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And looks like it's bath time out there.
Dirt bath time, yeah. He's cute when he curls his tusk or his trunk. He's right, the biggest elephant, and then he's right there. Oh, now he's facing us. Oh my gosh, he is so little. Oh, some of them are moving this way. Hello there. Where are you going? Like sounded painful. Wow. Especially with the spiky pineapple. Where are you going, buddy?
Where's that guy going?
He's going into the jungle. He's like, I got my water, I got my bath, saw my women's. Time to go.
Yeah, it's those women's. That's the key.
Peace out.
There's really nothing that compares to seeing animals in the wild, and Minneriya definitely didn't disappoint. On our way out of the park, we got to have one last adventure and play Good Samaritans. touch bit of excitement for our departure from the park. Oh, looks like we're going to be towing them out of the river. That did not turn out quite so well, did it, Trevor?
No, not that well. I've seen a cable snap before, it's no fun.
There we go!
That was an adventure.
A little rescue for the Jeeps.
Oh my goodness.
You are the best! You are the best ever!
That was no problem for our Jeep.
I know.
Frankie's got it down.
Good, Frankie.
You got it.
Our first day of touring had been a long but amazing one. There was no time for resting though, as there was still a lot of Sri Lanka left to see.
Hey y'all, thanks for watching. Day 1 of Sri Lanka was pretty awesome. We want to say thanks to Kimi and Trevor for joining us. They were excellent travel companions and we can't wait to share more of our adventure with them with you. And next coming up, we have hiking Sigiriya Rock, which was pretty exceptional. See you then.